Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have part one of my eyeshadow declutter, and I have two huge drawers. This is gonna be rough. Before we begin, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, and come back for future videos. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I think that my allergies are they're kicking my butt. Like, I don't know what else to do when it comes to fighting my allergies this season. So I'm not feeling good. So if I sound a little stuffy, if I'm breathing a little hard, it's because I can't breathe. I have a lot of eyeshadow, and the reality is I don't use as much of it as I think that I do. So I'm going to go through it, and we're going to get rid of stuff. We're going to pass them along to my sister, friends, family, and just get rid of it. Like, I just need to get rid of it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I think I already said that, but I'd love to have you back here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. All that is linked down below in the description. And ignore my wet hair. I just got a shower. I needed one to just sit in the hot steam and just breathe. Also, I don't know what's going on with the lighting. I can't open the window behind me. It's gray and foggy and nasty and hot outside. So just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. The first thing I have is 3 of these Colourpop 9-pan palettes. I'm going to keep these. I love them. I have one more somewhere. It might be, oh my god, a color fell out. Act Natural fell out of the green one. Anyway, I have these, and I have the orange one as well. It might be in the other drawer or buried in this monster. But these are the exact same colors that are in this Amazon color board palette I got for a video. TikTok made me buy this, and while I love it, you get 3 or 4 palettes technically for $14. I like my Colourpop formula better. So I'm going to pass this one along. It is a great kind of addition, especially if you don't have a lot of eyeshadow. So whoever gets that is going to love it. I also don't think I'm getting rid of any of these. Here are all my Anastasia palettes. I have the Modern Renaissance, clearly used and abused. I'm keeping that. I have the Soft Glam, the Riviera. Focus, please, focus. Camera. There, thanks. Okay, for some reason it doesn't like the Riviera palette. Controversial, but I do have the Subculture palette and the Norvina palette, which, due to the purple tones, is my favorite. I actually think I'll get rid of the Subculture. I think I've used it like twice, and it just looked really bad. I kind of really like it though. No, I'm going to get rid of this. I'll keep these 4 and get rid of the Subculture. That's progress in itself. I'm going to get rid of this tiny little Essence Bronze palette. I used to use this every day on my eyes to just do a one look and be done. But I have evolved past that, so I'll pass that along as well. I'm going to keep my mini Lila palette by Natasha Denona. I really love this, plus it's expensive. Same goes with this Natasha Denona. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's the Peak palette. I'm going to keep this one. I'm also going to keep my 2 Animal Crossing quads. I got the owl one. I don't know if it's called the owl one. It's called What a Hoot. And then I got Nook ink. I'm gonna keep both of these, plus I don't have anything in this like minty color. I'm gonna get rid of this CoverGirl Peach Punch. I don't think I've clearly used it, but I don't even remember when I would have done that. I think I got this at I got it at TJ Maxx for $2.99. It's relatively new in terms of being used. I think I used it maybe one time, so I'll pass that along. I'm actually gonna keep my oh god. I'm gonna keep my Laura Lee Los Angeles, it's a Party, I think. Party Animal palette. I actually like these. She got a lot of heat for this when it released, but I've used these a ton for like weird looks, or I think my profile picture on here, kind of the galaxy eye, a lot of the blues were with this. So I actually like it. So I'll keep that, plus I love her. I'm gonna keep my Colourpop Crush palette. I think it's called, yeah, the Crush one. It's like the Natasha Denona packaging. Like, it's cute, super affordable, and I really like how that works. I'm gonna get rid of this Believe Beauty palette. I hated this. The colors were awful. They blended so poorly, and they were all really dark. So I'll pass that one along, see if anybody else can play around with that. Something I will never get rid of. I did a video, fun fact, I have a bunch of nephews and 2 nieces, and they're a military family, so they move around a lot. And my nephew, I love them all, but my oldest nephew, Bentley, is like the shining light of my life, and I love him so much. So I did a video where he went through the Ulta website with his mom, and then they sent me a mystery box full of items and makeup, and then I had to use them. And he sent me this chili pepper palette, and just for that, I'll never get rid of it. But the shades in here are also really, really good. So it's like a 2-in-1. My favorite person in the world sent it to me, and it's a good palette. I'll link that down below if you want to see that. I love them so much, and it was a fun video. It was a fun way for me to hang out with them without like hanging out with them. I'm gonna get rid of this studio makeup palette. This was a BoxyCharm eyeshadow palette. It looks very Naked Reloaded. It's got the pink and the nude colors in there. I just don't remember liking it, and I don't want to give it a try because then I'll end up keeping it. So I'm just going to pass it along without a second thought. I look so washed out. Something's wrong with my lights. I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep this Flutter by Colourpop eyeshadow palette. It is like a beautiful mauve dream plus. One of my favorite people ever in the world. My friend Brianna got this for me for either Christmas or my birthday or something, but I love it, and I love this glitter. I've actually used this a lot, and she got it for me as a gift, so like I would never. I'm gonna keep this Artist Couture Caliente palette. I don't have Artist Couture eyeshadows, so this is like my only way to use their formula. And I actually am going to be doing a yellow look here soon on the channel, so I could use this yellow since I don't have a yellow palette. So I'll be keeping this. Plus, when I used it for the video, it blended really well. This is so old. One of my very first videos on this channel is a NYX full face, and I got this Away We Glow palette, and I'm going to keep it for not only nostalgia, but I forgot I had it, and I love this. Where is it? This brown. One color all over the lid, blended out. Looks so good. So I'm going to keep this. I have way too many. I'm so sorry. And when I get a better camera and filming setup, I will be able to show you what's in the drawer and like just my hands. But for now, we have to do it this way. I'm working with just a webcam because I don't want to spend money on a camera, especially if this is just a hobby of mine. Like if it becomes more serious and things like that, I'll invest a lot more. But as of now, we're working with a webcam. I have all of these e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadows. I have Cream and Sugar, Very Bad, Hot Jalapeno, which is the green, Acai You, Pumpkin Pie. I have all of these. These are fantastic. Some of my favorite formulas actually ever. So I'm keeping all of them. I have 2 Juvia's Place palettes. This one has been used and abused. I have pan on a bunch of the shades. Well, okay, 2 of the shades in here. But I also forgot I even had this because it was at the very bottom of this drawer. So I'm keeping it, and I'm going to be putting it at the top so I can reuse it. And that was the Nubian by Juvia's Place. And then I have Nubian 3, which is their coral version, which doesn't have a lot of coral in it. It's got these really cool, like, silvery gray shades up here. I've only used this one time, also because I like to keep my, like, brands together. So they were sitting at the bottom of the drawer like this. So these are both getting moved to the top so they can get the respect they deserve because they're very good. And then I got these 2 Pure Festival palettes, I think both in a BoxyCharm. And I don't remember them. They look like this, and I'm gonna keep one, I think, because I don't have much Pure. Actually, I don't have any Pure other than this. And which one would you guys keep? This is so neutral, and this is neutral too, I would say. Like, I'm gonna keep this one, surprisingly, because it has some lighter shades in there. What really sold me is these lighter browns. I can do like a one look or have something more dynamic than these, which are all deep from the jump. So I'll get rid of this. This doesn't get the respect it deserves. This is the Blink eyeshadow palette from BoxyCharm. These are just a row of shimmers, and they are some of the most beautiful shimmers I've ever seen. Again, this fell victim to the bottom of the drawer, so I'll be moving this to the top because this all over your lid blends it out. So stunning. I'm also going to keep this Dose of Colors Pretty Cool palette. It's very grayish, gray beige based, but it looks so good on the lid. And this is my only dose of colors. I really like this actually. It's very beautiful in the fall. I'm gonna keep this Profusion Emeralds. I think I really loved how this looked. I love Profusion. I know I kept my green Colourpop one, but there's different tones in this than there is in that. And I love Profusion. This was so inexpensive that I don't feel any guilt about keeping it, because even if I don't use it, that's like $3. They're gonna be like, we're getting down, there's not much left in this drawer, but it's getting down to like harder things. My two chocolate bar palettes. I definitely don't think I'm keeping my original chocolate bar, or maybe I will. Still smells like chocolate. It's just so boring. It's so boring now. I look at this and I'm like, oh my god, how did I think you were so fantastic when you released? But at the same time, I'm like, wow, I thought you were so fantastic when you released that I don't want to get rid of you. And there's something so nostalgic about the packaging. I'm going to keep my chocolate bar palette. I do not use it. No, I don't use it. Do I need it? Let me pause on that. The chocolate gold is stunning. Some great shimmers in here. You know, I'm going to keep both of these. I don't feel pressure to get rid of them, so I'm going to keep them both with the hopes that I use them a little bit more. If I do not use them, the next time I declutter, they're gone. But I'm going to put them right in the front of my drawer so that I remember. Next, I'm going to get rid of this LA Girl Break Free palette. I used this in my most recent video. It was a using only makeup with pink packaging, and it was just lackluster. It's huge, first of all. I love LA Girl. I think that they are very similar to e.l.f., where it's hit or miss. Wasn't a hit, but it's not a miss. Like, the colors in here are stunning. There's a silver protective slip over them, so I try to ignore it. The colors in here are stunning, but I just have so many of these tones, and these aren't my favorite formula. Or this isn't my favorite formula, so I will pass this along. I know that somebody will get great use out of that. I'm going to keep, without a doubt, my Mulan palette from Colourpop. This was such a beautiful palette. First of all, the packaging on this and everything is so stunning. But this, I bought this, I think like February. I bought the whole PR kit. I bought it all. And then because COVID, I didn't get this until like June, like late May, early June. And like, it's just a funny story. But I love these. I love the glitters. I love how it all blends. I love the tones. This is a beautiful collection, and I'm sorry if you can't get this anymore. You missed out. But this is definitely staying. Love it, and it has like a funny memory. I'm also keeping my Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. This is the purple tone, like pinky tone palette. These are some amazing eyeshadows. The shimmers are chef's kiss. They're beautiful. I have the original somewhere over there. These are amazing, actually amazing. And I am sorry if you've never used Alamar Cosmetics. You need to. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. I love this palette and the original, which you'll see in part 2. I'm also without a doubt keeping my Zodiac palette by BH. This has some of the most beautiful mattes I've ever seen for not expensive at all. I got this from TJ Maxx. It's big, it's bulky, I know. The mattes in here, specifically this one right here, it's aligned with Virgo. This one right here, stunning. For a one color wash of just a warm nutty brown, but also pink. I love this. In the middle is so highlighty. Amazing. I should do more with this. Again, it's at the bottom of the drawer because it's so big that I just forget I have it. But I love it. I think I'm going to get rid of this Morphe palette. This was the first Morphe product that I ever purchased. They were doing a promotion, and Jaclyn Hill made me, she came through the screen and made me put my card in. But she influenced me to buy this, and I bought it and I used the crap out of it. This has done 3 or 4 prom looks. I did someone's wedding makeup with this. This has been, I can't get rid of it. I lied. If I said I was getting rid of this, I lied. I'm going to keep this. I don't like Morphe. I will not purchase any new product by them. I'm not interested. But I already have it. So I will keep it and I will use it on my own time. I probably will not use it on the channel unless I'm doing like a super old makeup look or something. But and I probably won't use this too often, but there's something about it that says like, Jordan, don't get rid of this, because like this is where you started. This is where my love of makeup started. This palette and Kylie Cosmetics. I don't know why, but it's the truth. I'm also going to keep this e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. It's dull. It's a little bit dull. This side over here is all kind of the same. The blues look the same and everything, but I love this side. I love the yellows and I love the orange. So I will keep this. e.l.f. has been killing it. You all know I love my Retro Paradise. Now I have 3 palettes left in this drawer and they're all really huge. I'm going to get rid of this Morphe 35F, and I think that stands for like the fall frosted look. These are all shimmer except this bottom row, and it's all the same. Oh my god, you can see me. Hello. It's all the same tone and color, and it's exhausting. So I am going to get rid of this. People who don't have too much makeup will love things like this because it has so much in it that you can do a lot, especially if you don't have I don't want this to sound rude, but if you're like a beginner with makeup, 50 shades of the same tone, you think you hit a gold mine. When you have just a little bit of knowledge of makeup, then you don't need something like this anymore. Plus, I have all these colors and everything that I'm keeping. So I will be passing this along to someone else. I have this Shop Miss A palette and I'm keeping this. This is fantastic. You can see I've used it. The shimmers in here are killer. The mattes are killer. My only problem is there's no light in here. There's no light transition or brown. That's the only problem. And the quite honestly plastic packaging, but you can't be a beggar when this was like $5, I think, off the Shop Miss A website. I love this. I'm keeping that. The final thing in here is this Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, the infamous, the famous. However, there was a research done in a scandal, I think last year. Jen Love's Reviews did a whole story on it. I didn't get this till really late. At some point they reformulated this and I got the second batch of formula and it's not that good. It is not that good. Actually, it's bad, but I want to keep it, not because I plan on using it. I do plan on getting rid of this, but I want to do a makeup look with it. Makeup using old overhyped makeup products. I'm going to do a look and it's going to have this, but I do have the second. Oh my god, didn't break. I do have the version 2. I think you can see that on the back here, or maybe it was on the outer packaging, but I did have a V2. Like it literally had V2 on the ingredients list, but it must have been on the outer sleeve, which I do not have anymore. I tried to make this bad boy work. You can see I was digging my brush into the shimmers and stuff. It didn't work, but I'm going to keep this for now, and then I plan on getting rid of it after that video. All right, so I kept a lot, and I'm getting rid of a lot. Let me quickly count, and then we will go from there. All right, I'm keeping 36. The drawer, hopefully I can show you this without everything going everywhere. The drawer looks like a mess still. It looks like this. I still have a bunch of stuff to go through also, but I have a whole nother drawer to kind of make everything fit. But I'm keeping 36 and I'm getting rid of, I only got rid of 10. Oh, what a fail. However, I'm happy with how this fits in the drawer, and then I'm going to try to get everything I can into one drawer. And I definitely, like, if you could see, I'm looking at it now, if you could see what my makeup area looks like, I need as much drawer space as I can get. So as long as I don't have things overflowing and on the floor, I'm okay with that. That is going to be it for this video, everyone. This was easier to do than I thought. I think that I knew it was time for these things to kind of go, so I'm not beating myself up over it, and it kind of feels good. I think I said that before, like, it feels good to get rid of stuff that I'm not using. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have one more eyeshadow declutter, and then we will talk if you guys want to see like lipsticks and just random stuff, because there is some like random stuff that I could definitely get rid of. But we will talk in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.